Welcome, my esteemed witnesses of the courtroom. This is the Croc from Beck and Lex Play, bringing you what Xenon inspired me to do here, which is a Gold Expert Nuzlocke run. This is said to be the hardest Pokemon Gold in existence, at least that I could find. I'm going to be doing a Nuzlocke. I've never done one in my life. I've never commentated one. I'm pretty used to Let's Play commentary, so you guys are going to have to bear with me as much as possible. So, let's just get right into this. I decide here to go ahead and set my time for my local time, which was 20 minutes ago from this recording at 9:43 at night on this Saturday evening. I almost set it to my girl's time because some things are about to happen here pretty soon. But let's go through our normal Pokemon Gold introduction, you know, where Oak and Meryl show up and they tell us about this world called Pokemon. Which, well, actually the creatures are called Pokemon. It's just the world we live in, I guess. Like I said, I have not decided. I will need some input. There is a acquaintance of mine called Rukia DB who does record her grinding. I'm not sure if I will. I honestly would rather not, because it's hard to get synced together with the recorder that I use for the game. So that would just be awesome. There's going to be a couple major changes. Obviously, this is not your standard Pokemon Gold, so please do understand that. I will try to go through everything as much as I can as we go through it, and I plan on playing through this entire game, Nuzlocke, if I can make it, just like Xenon. He is like one of my biggest inspirations, and someone who's had my back and been looking out for me as a YouTuber since I started in 2007. And I guess he caught eye after Kishi, aka Sucker for Jessica, did of my work. So I'm going to be Beck as always, and we need to take that customary walk around our room because, you know, it's our room. And it kind of is a little, has a nice decorum to it. So I'm going to come downstairs and my mom is just going to bug me and be like, oh, do you know how to use the phone? Do you know what a Pokegear is? Your Pokegear just got back from the shop. Woman, can I get breakfast and go on my Pokemon journey? Like, seriously, I don't even want to talk to you right now. Now, as I said, we are starting this on a Saturday evening. I do believe the date is July 27th. I'm going to be trying to mass record this, at least at first, because, like I said, things are happening in 4 to 5 days, 4 days. After tomorrow, it'll be 3 days. And I won't be online for the most part. You may see me pop in and out various times during that next week. So, it's time to pick a starter Pokemon. And I had my girl watching me this first part, and I was like, who should I start with? And I was like, Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's too easy. Cyndaquil's really easy to play the game with. I could also pick, I wanted to pick Chikorita. Chikorita is definitely going to give you the biggest challenge, and Totodile's kind of the mediocre, moderate starter. So, let's pick a starter. Let's go for Cindo. What is that? That's a Zapdos, not a Totodile. But I do not want Totodile. You actually, as hard as this game is, you get to start with the legendary birds. Now, I personally feel that Articuno is the weakest between the birds. As far as move pool, that's probably Moltres, but I decided to pick Articuno because of Articuno, and because this is a Nuzlocke, I will be naming everybody, and Articuno's name is going to be Lex, because she has a very high obsession with Ice-type Pokemon, specifically freezing things solid and Haxie with that, and also Articuno itself. So, now we need to head to Mr. Pokemon. Now, all this time, I've always played Gold, Silver, and Crystal. That machine over there on my left, I have never used it until this very run-through on my very DS, using the Lame Boy to play on my DS so I could play this backlighted, because my Gold, I no longer have my Gold, but I do own my Silver version and my Crystal version. My Silver will not hold the battery, so unfortunately, I have to use this. So, let's get into this. The music's going to change up in pace a little bit, and the first Pokemon of this Nuzlocke we are going to find is not in that patch of grass. So let's go up and look for another patch of grass. To the left, 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 to the left. Okay. No one cares. No one go to the left of the beat, okay? So, anticlimactic here, as it spins like it's a legendary Pokemon, and it's a female Hoot to start things off. Just going to go straight away with the Powder Snow. It's a flying type. Powder Snow looks kind of cool. It's kind of like a mini Blizzard animation. You'll notice the effect of it is pretty much the same. And yeah, man, I swear to you guys, I'm so used to battle commentary. Like, this is so out of my league. Like, as far as speed commentating, I'm so used to talking fast in a fast pace from, like, battle and stuff. And since I've been in food and retail my whole life, it pretty much kind of encompasses why I speak so fast. But this is not battle commentary, you know, this is Let's Play. So I'm trying to slow it down. And, yeah, so let's continue on. Now, it's not going to really count in this first part because, you know, this first part's just this first part. You're not going to get very far. But I'm going to pick up a berry here, and I was like, well, maybe I should put this berry on my Lex here. Give it some healing abilities, but you will be surprised. You actually get a Miracle Berry to start things off, which is just amazing for those of you that don't like dealing with Weedle early on. But, you know, if I had a Miracle Berry on like an Articuno and I used it on like a Weedle as opposed to an Antidote, I'd be pretty mad pissed, actually. So, Hidden Power is also right here in the beginning. You know, through the games, I've always loved Hidden Power, but the entire problem with Hidden Power is the power level, not the typing. I mean, the typing can be whatever. I will be doing some calculations after this part and letting you guys know at least what Hidden Power and what power it would be when I put it on Articuno. If I put it on Articuno. So, on our way to Mr. Pokemon's, we find a Poliwag. Yet again, another Pokemon that you don't see this early in Pokemon Gold, Silver, or Crystal. Just going to go with Stab Gust here, take it out. It looks like it's easy. It's a 3-shot, actually. So he's going to go for this almighty powerful bubble here, and it does like 3 damage, which, for being level 4, I'm pretty impressed, because Poliwag doesn't really have a high special attack. Oh, man. I would have had this up earlier today, guys, but number one, I picked up an early shift this morning. I guess 11 to 3. I guess that's my version of early since I like sleeping in. But I have been sick pretty much all day ever since then. My stomach's just... I don't really know how to describe it. It's just kind of sickly, kind of icky. You know, you feel kind of just weird and strange and whatnot. So I do apologize for this not already being up. So in comes this male Hoot now. I guess we've got this rivalry battle going on in this opposing grass as opposed to this other patch. Just going to go ahead and get some more experience with Lex. Trying to get her up to level 6 right now. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if that trainer is anywhere between 7 and such, it's early in the game. He'll either be a youngster or a bug catcher. Or, yeah, a bug catcher. So I'm not really too concerned. Since I have an Articuno, the worst thing he could probably have is like an evolved, I don't know, Beedrill or a Butterfree maybe. I'm really not too concerned about anything else. Ledian's not an issue. Ariados would be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I could get around it pretty easily. So Lex is going to grow to level 6 here. And I was like, you know what? Let's start taking some chances. Instead of a bug Pokemon, I found a trainer. Oh, Lord. This could not end well. Watch this guy have like a level 15 Pinsir or something. So, in comes Caterpie, because Caterpie is the most dangerous thing ever, which is going to be level 7. And at this point, I know I can easily 2-shot this thing with Stab Gust. No big deal. Take it down. Ain't got to worry about it no more. It's going to go for String Shot. Since we're not playing Red, Blue, and Yellow Plus, which I am obsessed with, this is not going to do any attacking damage. But I do resist it anyway, since I am the flying type. Tackle not going to do very much at all. Just going to finish off this thing, and down it goes. And 79 experience for this little buglet. That's pretty awesome. And in comes Weedlet, and at this point I'm like, Lex, no, you will not poison me. No, I will evade this Hax. Like a boss, I will 2-shot you, you will die, and whatnot, and you will not poison me. Because Weedle is notorious for poisoning things early game, and I'm like, oh god, he got it, but he did not. So, I pull some ninjutsu tactics and evade that Hax like a boss. Lex gonna go up to level 7 now. And yeah, I'm growing pretty quickly here. That bug catcher guy goes down. Arg, you're too strong. I'm glad. I was expecting pretty strong stuff. Now watch this. Within 2 milli-inches of where I was standing to fight, there's a poison cure berry. Now, do you know how mad livid I would have been if I would have wasted a miracle berry when a poison cure berry was like not even. You guys understand what I'm saying. Miracle berries are much harder to get in this game. I believe you can get them in the bug catching contest, but we've got quite a ways to that. So we're going to talk to Mr. Pokemon. You know, the more I think about it, this guy right here reminds me of the guy in Vermilion City on Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow who is obsessed with Rapidash and spends like an hour talking to you and describing adjectives to describe Rapidash. Ravishing, lavish, and no one cares. All for a bike voucher, you have to listen to this obsessed guy who obviously has this fixation on Rapidash and probably other Pokemon. I bet if you go in there multiple times and don't ask for the voucher, I bet that he has other Pokemon that he absolutely is obsessed with. So, now we're going to get all standard intro getting the Pokedex from Professor Oak. What I don't understand is why did you not just show your Discover to Professor Oak? Why did you have me dressed in my awesome gold, silver, crystal clothes to come over here, go all the way to Cherry Grove, go all the way up this route, possibly get poisoned by a Weedle, and get fucked up by a Weedle, just to come up here and do your errand? I don't understand. Why can you not show... Everyone knows Professor Oak is where it's at anyway. Because originally that fight with Professor Oak in Red, Blue, and Yellow was actually programmed into the game. So now there's going to be this big tragedy that he says for me to get back here now. And I am kind of a bit afraid, to be honest with you guys, at what level the rival might be. I'm thinking, since I picked Articuno, he's either going to have Cyndaquil or something more dangerous as a fire type, maybe a Flareon or something. I really don't know what to expect from this hack. I have not looked at any readmes or anything about this hack, so as I know, you will know. So, just going to kill this Rattata off that decides to come in my way with a Powder Snow and a Gust, and I can see that we're lagging just a little bit, but that's probably because I have screen share going, which is fine. As long as it don't lag the recording, I could really care less. As long as my voice and everything is synced up perfectly, then that's fine. So yeah, time to take this Spinarak down. I'm going to bring out Lex again. She is level 7, so not too concerned about that. Just going to go for the Gust and take the Spinarak down. What I'm going to do is actually stop sharing for the moment while I'm doing that. Maybe. There it is. Okay, so in comes Hoot Hoot now. Going to go into Lex. Like I said, for some reason, we're about a half second behind everything, but... and my voice is terrible right now, so please do forgive that. Just gonna take this guy with a Powder Snow, get some experience, and... yeah. So, next is going to be a Pichu, and at this point, Chastity squeed pretty much as loud as possible, because it's a Pichu, and she thinks it's overly adorable. Which is why I'm going to get this critical hit on this Pichu and take it down with a Powder Snow, because I had nothing to catch it anyway, so I do digress there. So yeah, I don't know why I walk over there to that area. I can plainly see that there's nothing there, but I need to keep getting battles, not to grind, but kind of just leveling up on my way back to Cherry Grove before anything crazy goes on, and I try to fight this guy with a level 7 or 8 Articuno. Not one of my better ideas. Even with potions, I really just don't want to do that, because if this game continues to increase in level, I really just don't want to deal with that. That's not going to be preferable to me. So, that's fine. Alright, so next up is this Spinarak, and now I am going to be going into Lex again. Lex, pretty much taking any of these bugs and Hoot Hoots, not really a big deal. Nothing too much of a concern at this point. I haven't found anything yet in this hack that I'm really quote-unquote scared of. I know that sounds bad, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. For some reason there we had a little bit of emulator lag, but just gonna go ahead and one-shot. I'm to the point. Oh, that was a crit. I was gonna say I'm to the point I can one-shot these bugs, but they're really not threatening me anyway, so that's perfectly fine, I guess. Alrighty, so we're headed back to Cherry Grove, and we are almost level 8. Pretty much just going through the motions at this point, trying to get to level 8, and then I will be mad speed grinding probably till about 16, so I can handle this, whatever this guy may have, not knowing what it is. But I actually do know because I did test this hack long ago, just to see how hard it was. There was another release prior to after I tested it, so it actually gotten much harder, which is why I'm totally more excited to play it. I don't know on the level of how hard it is compared to Blue Kaizo. So yeah. Apparently Xenon did this video on his channel, I guess today. Like I said, guys, I've been at work and sleeping and watching cartoons and trying to get to feeling better. I kind of been out of the loop today of TPU and everything else. So, yeah. So, my darling is making me some wonderful thumbnail for this, which you will see when you click on the channel. So, pretty interested to see that. Although, by the time this goes up, that thumbnail will already be done. So, yeah, let's save for here, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.